Ed Gonzalez, Harris County Sheriff, joined here by Major Susan Carter to my left and Major Jesse Rosso immediately behind me. Harris County Sheriff's Office deputies responded to a shooting here at an intersection at approximately noon. It was maybe a few minutes before noon. They discovered two deceased males here on scene at the location. They appear to be two black males, possibly between 20 to 30 years old. And both are, again, deceased here at the location. It's our understanding that a third wounded individual was also transported from the location, I believe by ambulance. There could also be a fourth one. We're trying to confirm those details. So all this is still very preliminary. We don't have all the information yet. It's an active scene in terms of making sure we get our investigators here, crime scene investigators, so that they can begin their follow-up investigation at this point. We don't know the connection of all parties. It's possible this may have stemmed from an earlier disturbance that eventually escalated to a shooting here again at an intersection. The males are next to a black sedan that's still here at the location. It appears multiple shots were fired at the intersection, which is pretty crazy because it's, again, right before noon. This is a fairly quiet neighborhood for the most part. And so that's the information we have right now. No one is detained, no one is in custody at this point. It's still an active follow-up investigation. We do ask that if anybody has any information that they please contact us at 713-221-6000, which is our dispatch number, or call Crime Stoppers at 713-222-TIPS. Briefly in Spanish, esta tarde como aproximadamente a las 12 recibimos una llamada que estaba ocurriendo un tiroteo aquí en esta escena. Al llegar los oficiales del condado de Harris County Sheriff's Office encontraron a dos individuos, parecen ser afroamericanos entre 20 a 30 años de edad, que están muertos aquí en la escena. Nos dijeron que tal vez una tercera o cuarta persona también fue trasladada, tal vez a hospitales con heridas también. Entonces no sabemos la conexión de ellos aquí. No hay nadie en custodia en este momento. Parece ser que pasó un tipo de bronca anteriormente del tiroteo. No sabemos de qué se trataba. Entonces es lo que estamos investigando. Y le pedimos al público, si tienen información, por favor, que nos llamen. I'm also joined here by Lieutenant Lovett, the Lieutenant over Homicide Division of the Sheriff's Office. Any questions?
Sure. Do you know if these gentlemen that are deceased may have been in an argument with another group of gentlemen?
Yeah, as I mentioned, that's what we believe. It probably stemmed from some type of disturbance or altercation just prior. We don't know all that. I don't want to speak before our investigators have begun their investigation to be able to confirm that, but that's the initial preliminary information that we received that stemmed from a disturbance that may have occurred elsewhere from this intersection. It spilled over into this location, and that's what we have right now.
Do you know how many vehicles? I know there's one vehicle here. Do you have a sense of how many vehicles were involved in the total confrontation?
There's one here. We believe the two deceased males were probably linked to the vehicle here. We believe that there may be a second vehicle that may have fled the location, but we don't know. Again, that's part of the follow-up. It'll be part of our canvas of the neighborhood. We ask for people to always review their cameras if they can, and also they saw something. Again, it's plain daylight. There's a lot of people out here. Somebody always knows something. We'd appreciate the support. We have investigators on scene, or they could call the numbers that I provided.
What hospital did at least one of these?
Yeah. I'm not sure of the hospitals, and just for safety reasons as well, with this still being an active investigation, we wouldn't release that right now anyway, just because for their safety as well. But
I know you were talking about things stemming from an altercation at an intersection previously. Is there a sense that you're thinking road rage or something else?
Not road rage. It could be that it may have happened at a retail store or something like that, or elsewhere. We don't know that. Again, I'm not going to speak for the investigators. It's just preliminary information right now, just to convey the basic information that we have right now.
Is there a sense of how many shots were fired?
We have evidence that multiple shots were fired. I would say more than 10. It could be more. We don't know. Some maybe. We don't know what parties and all that, but it appears it was some type of gunfire. We believe that happened.
Sure. Do you believe that it was maybe more than one weapon that was used from the shell casings?
I don't know what kind of firearms evidence we have specifically, but we do believe it was a gunfire exchange. That was very likely. So it probably multiple guns at least, or at least a couple guns that were utilized. So again, we always depend on our public, our community, as they always do, to step forward and help us fill in the gaps. The sooner we have that, the sooner we could, bring some closure to families. Obviously, this is a tragedy happening right before, we close out a year and start a new year. But again, we ask for the public's help to help us fill in those gaps, because none of us were here. It's all part of coming and being thorough in our investigation. We have phenomenal homicide investigative team and crime scene investigators, so we want to support their work, and the more information we can provide, the better.
Any indication that the deceased may be related?
The two. We don't know. I don't know their connection, if they're friends, their family. Yeah, we don't know any of that until
Weapons recovered here on scene?
I haven't asked if they recovered any weapons yet. I do see firearms evidence that's at the scene, but I haven't entered or we haven't tampered with anything so that we don't disrupt it. I haven't talked to investigators if they've recovered a weapon here at the location.
And Sheriff, do you believe you're looking for more than one person right now, or do you know about how many people you're looking for?
We believe, again, that at least one, we know of one or two that were transported from here. We believe one by ambulance and maybe one by private vehicle that were also wounded. I'm told that one or the other that's wounded may be in critical condition. We don't know if there's anybody else. There may be a third person with them, but we don't know if they were wounded. So we just need people to just, again, let's figure out what happened. If they have information, give us a call. We don't even know, again, how the others are doing. We'll get an update on that, but I was told they were in critical condition. So by the time we're done here in a bit, we may have multiple people that are deceased as a result of what transpired here. And, again, it's a shame that you see kids, people are out of school. Anybody else, that gunfire could have hit anybody, could have hit a house, and so it's a scary situation.
For clarification, so that third that is in critical, the condition so severe that that person may not survive, is what you're saying?
Correct. That's the information we had. Now, the hospitals we have are second to none, so it could be that he's upgraded, it could be downgraded, but we told that at least one was seriously wounded and maybe critical. Again, that's always like to preface it by saying it's all preliminary because things could change. We want to share with our media partners as quickly as we can, but sometimes, until we could confirm some things, we're just going with preliminary information. But we're told that at least two others may be shot, one of them being more critical.
¿Esto fue adentro de una casa?
No, pasó en la intersección aquí de la calle, en la esquina. It didn't happen in a residence. It happened outside, right at the intersection, immediately to the west of me, right here.
¿Cuántas personas involucradas?
Por lo menos dos que están aquí en la escena que están muertos aquí. Parece que dos más están heridos y parece que había una tercera persona con ellos, pero no sabemos porque el otro carro ya no está aquí. It appears that the other party was in a vehicle as well, but obviously that car's fled right now, so that'll be part of our investigation, is trying to determine where that vehicle is, who did it belong to, what was the connection, and just piecing it all together.
Esto que justo antes de la fiesta.
Sí, es muy triste que son antes de entrar un nuevo año, que estas personas parecen ser jóvenes que perdieron su vida, y vamos a tratar de encontrar las respuestas para la familia.
Are you able to determine yet whether or not they were inside or outside of the vehicle when they were shot?
They're outside the vehicle at the time. I don't know if they were inside when the gunfire broke out and exited, wounded. By that time wounded, or they were able to exit before gunfire happened. We don't know. It seemed like it was a hurried situation that was happening. So that'll be part of the follow-up investigation.
And so just for clarity, the intersection where things first went wrong, is that the one just behind us
Correct.
here?
Yes.
And then they got out and...
Yeah, right. Everything happened right there at the
that
intersection. Yeah,
Okay.
right.
Very good, thank you.
¿Algún mensaje para la comunidad que haya visto algo de esto?
Sí, a la comunidad le pedimos que si pueden revisar sus cámaras, estuvieron por aquí, cualquiera que nos den información para poder nosotros tratar de resolver este caso para las familias, las víctimas, y saber exactamente qué pasó. Y también si hay alguien que obviamente estuvo disparando y mató a alguien, necesitamos saber quiénes son para que no pongan otras personas en peligro.
Okay.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Any more?